request. This is something that you'll have to do every single day. And if you can get these down in a way that sounds clear and natural, right, you can start adding other pieces on top of it and start to navigate your life a little bit more easily. So, just like what we just covered, in order to pronounce these ways in a way that's clear and easy for a native speaker to understand, we first have to understand like what is a content word or which ones are function words. Which of these words are going to be important? So, right, well, I have videos about this, and there's lots of videos about this, but this word can is usually a function word. Usually, again, it can change to a content word, but it's usually a function word. So I'm not going to say can you, can you, can you, can you, right? I mean, you hear how much attention you're giving to these words that like I'm looking at you. The word can is not, some type of great detail of importance. It's just you're just setting up the phrase. So instead of can you, we're going to make these small, short, and most importantly, vibrating, resonating in the body. So it should sound like this. Can you, can you, right? Even though we're not pronouncing this perfectly, the listener still understands because of the vibration and the resonance. Can you, can you, can you? And when they hear this low vibration, they're waiting for the next part that's important to stand out, right? So whatever verb we want to put here, right? We put help, let, um, I don't know, put, bring. Okay, so if you can put this here together every time, 100% of the time, when you say can you, it sounds like that. Then the rest is going to be a million times easier for the native speaker to understand, right? So let's try it together. Repeat them after me. Can you help? Can you help? Right? Coming up, down with vibration. Let's even put me. Can you help me? You hear how small me is? Can you help me? Now help is standing out. They know exactly what the action, what the request is. Or can you let me? Can you let me? Let's say the here. Right? So if we're gonna say the with put, can you, and then we're gonna put all the attention in the vowel, not the P, not the T, and then the schwa. Can you put the can you put the right? And the whole time, what do you notice? You never lose track of this vibration in my body. Can you put the, we could say bring me a, right? Can you bring me a Mia? You hear the melody, the music, and the thing. The only part that's standing out is bring Mia, Mia, right? Same thing. Could you, right? I'm not saying could you. If you start out, if you walk up to someone and in the U.S. or native speaker that's not used to listening to non-native speakers, and you say could you, they're gonna be like, what? It's information overload. There's no resonance in the body. Everything's big. They don't know where the important parts are. But if you come up to them and say, could you, right? That vibration, low pitch, shortness of the words, the blendedness is not fast. I'm not saying could you. Right? It's could you help me? Right? Whoever's watching in the chat, repeat them after me. It's free class right here. Get your practice in. Listen. Could you help me? What parts do you hear me saying? Help me? Right? I'm not saying could you help me? Could you help me? It's could you help me? Could you let me? Could you put the? Could you bring me a? right? So just by changing that little thing, could you, you're already setting yourself up for easier communication, and you just have to make a little bit of emphasis and put some attention on the vowel. All right, here's another variation. Same thing. Could you, would you mind maybe a little bit more polite if you want to be more polite? Just change the verb to ing now, but use the same playbook. Energy in the body, pitch, vibration all the way through. Listen to this. Would you mind? Well, did you notice? Sorry, I didn't pronounce that totally clear. Because here, right, we actually have a content word. It's not super important, but it's more important than would you. Right? There's always a hierarchy as well, right? Not every content word has the same amount of importance, right? The more detail it is, or the more important it is, the higher the pitch. So if you notice, if we use this, whatever content word we use here is going to stand out more than this one. Look, would you mind helping me? Right? Listen, would you mind helping me? Right? We had mind and help. But again, it's the vowel sounds, it's not the consonant. Repeat this after me. Would you mind letting me? Listen to the musicality. Listen like a pro. Follow the vibration. Would you mind putting the? Would you mind bringing me a? So if you could memorize, not memorize, but perfect and build muscle memory on how to pronounce this, would you mind? Would you mind? Would you mind? Every single time that way, you can start adding other bits and pieces around. Listen to this one. This is a good one because the way that you see this here written, there's going to be a sound here that I'm not pronouncing because of the way I'm connecting the sounds. So we got one content word here. It's not the most important content word in the world, but it is more important than I or you or to. So listen to this. I need you to. I need you to. Listen closely. It's not what's written. Absorb the sounds. I need you to. You hear that? Judah, 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 Judah. Right? Not you to, or need you to, or need you to. I need you to. I need you to. With the vibration, the resonance here. If you start out whatever the request is, if you're talking to a native speaker, if you started out like that every time, focusing on vibration, a little bit of pitch in need, and keeping the other parts small, it's going to be so much easier for them to hear the next part, right? Let's try it. Repeat after me. I need you to help me. I need you to let me. You see how much attention I gave in help and let in the vowels? I need you to put the. I need you to bring me a. Mia, Mia, Mia. Right? If I say, I need you to bring me a. I need you to bring me a. That is a challenge that most people don't want to take on for more than a really short amount of time. We like contrast, vibration, and melody. All right. Here, do you have? Do, 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 do. Not do you. Right? That's mouth. That's no contrast. Right? These are functional words. This is a content word that's not super important. And here you'll have some options, right? You can put right? We don't say a, we say Do you have a? And the reason we understand is because of the vibration. If you say do you have a or do you have ah, now you're losing what's comfortable for the listener's ear. Or you could say, do you have any? Do you have any? You hear how I'm connecting that? I'm not stopping after one word and starting again. I'm not saying, do you have any? Do you have any? Is do you have any? Do you have any? Veni? Here's another one that people don't realize is usually a function word. Some. Now you could change this word. It can move from content to function, but it's almost always a function word. So remember what we did with all the other function words. We made it a reduction. We removed the vowel. We focused on the vibration. Listen, sm, sm, sm. That's it. I already understand exactly what word you're saying, especially with the context. Do you have some? Do you have some? Right? Do you have some? Do you have some? If you say that every time in this way, you can put any noun that you want. Right? What's a noun? Somebody in the chat want to type a noun for an example? What? Money? Gloves? Um, friends? Beer? What do you guys? What noun do we want on a Friday night? We're gonna say car for A, right? Watch this. Do you have a car? You see how car just jumped out? So obvious. Do you have a car? Right. Any. We could say gloves. I said that earlier. Boots. Right. Again. Do you really small. This is a little bit bigger, and then the noun is really big. Do you have any boots? Hear the pitch, the vibration? Do you have any boots? Do you have any gloves? Okay. Look at this. Back to can. In this case, it's always going to be a function word. So you're not going to say can I get a can I. It's got to be can I. And listen, vibration. Most of you are going to ignore the vibration that I use here. Most of you guys are just going to ignore it. I'm going to put a lot of vibration here. It's going to totally change the letter. Watch this. Can I get a can I get a can I get a right? Some of you right now that are watching live or watching the replay, I guarantee you're listening to me right now. You hear me saying duh, and your muscle memory won't let you do it. You're probably saying, can I get ta? Can I get ta? Can I get ta? Because your eyes are so programmed to connect that T letter to ta. But I'm not doing that. If you want to have this as a permanent phrase chunk that you can use anytime that you feel like it, you should sound like this. Can I get a, can I get a, right? Or if we say can I get the, right? I don't know. What are we going to say? Can I get a what? Um, I mean, it's Friday night. The only thing I can think of is beer, right? Can I get a beer? Listen to the vibration. Listen to the pitch. Listen to where it goes farther up and it comes back down. Can I get a beer? You don't hear any of those consonant sounds being pronounced clearly. There's no can I get a, right? It's can I. Vibration, musicality. That's what my ears want to follow the whole way through. Can I get a beer? And again, I didn't say bear. Is beer. The energy of my voice just comes right through the softness of that really lazy consonant sound. All right. Here we go. Look at this. So when you have multiple function words here, they're just called reduction strings. So like, look at this. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 syllables here. I was wondering if you could. 8 syllables. There's only one sound that's important in this whole phrase. This whole phrase, there's only one sound that we want to stand out. Everything else is going to be small. I was, right? We never say was, was, was. Listen to the vibration. I was, I was wondering if you could, if you could, if you could, if you could, if you could. I was wondering if you could. Listen to the pitch going up and down. I was wondering if you could. All connected. My voice never stopped in between letters. I brought the energy up and used the musicality all the way through. I was wondering if you could. All right, so let's come back here. Let's use these phrases here. Oops. Make sure you guys can see. All right. So listen, right? When we're doing these phrases, there's only going to be, when we add these, one extra stress syllable in the content word. So that means we're going to keep everything low, and there's only two sounds that are going to go up in the pitch with vibration and musicality. Listen to this. Repeat them after me. I was wondering if you could help me. Hear that? I was wondering if you could help me. Slow it down. I was wondering if you could help me. Notice you can hear the vibration all the way through. Repeat this one. I was wondering if you could let me. I was wondering if you could let me. I was wondering if you could put the. I was wondering if you could put the. I was wondering if you could bring me a. Mia. Mia. Hear that? Mia. Not me ah, me ah. Don't speak from the mouth. Just everything's down here. Listen. I was wondering if you could bring me a. I was wondering if you could bring me a. So there you guys go. These are request templates. If you master these, right, you don't have to master. I mean, it's just such a more effective way to approach it, right? You're breaking it down to one, two, three, four, five, six, seven phrases, right, that you probably already know, but now you can focus on, fine tuning the sounds, the pronunciation, the delivery, so that you can do it in a way that's going to be effective and just help you with get what you want. Really, at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. Communication, manipulation, whatever. This is how you manipulate an American's ear so that they pay attention to you, and they can't even help it.